start the recording. Hello. Okay, so it is 6 p.m. It's January 14th. We've made it almost halfway through January. And now we are at a shrine that we will get to start our evening with here. No idea what's in here. It's on our way to the first plot point that we're going to be headed to that way. So we got a lot going on. And it seems like a lot of people in the chat have stuff going on too. It's great to see you guys. AJ, our wonderful mod, as usual, thank you for being here. Steph, Lynn, great to hear that you got your honeycomb planner. I love those. Ren, it's great to see you. And into the Ravenwood. Winter, where you are, sounds harsh. No, thank you. 15 degrees is not my thing. I get mad when it's like cold at all, to be perfectly honest with you. I like to walk outside in the mornings, and if I can't do that because it's too cold, I'm a little bitter about it. All right, let's see where this is going to take us. Just off to the races here. And we'll do another one. I remember this. Whoa, don't overshoot it. There we go. All right, cool. Oh, no. Okay. Also, can we get back in here? Well, that's rude, but it's okay. I have a theory for what I want to do here. All right. And boop. Yeah. Oh, but I got to get back in the air. You guys, why? I ran out of stamina. Okay, well, that's great. Hopefully that guy stays gone, though. I was really proud of myself for doing that, but it's fine. It's fine. Look, he's still gone. We did that. Oh, I'll come back to you later. Yay! This is good. This is good. Just had to complain about it. Yeah, I considered moving northerly once. I reconsidered in the end. I am not made for that stuff. First of all, my circulation is terrible. So, what are we doing, y'all? There we go. Just let me go over here. Let me go over here. We're getting so... Alright, I see you. I need to... Oh, you made it so easy last time. There we go. Cool. Man, I'm like really excited by how well this is going so far. I'm just trying not to get ahead of myself. I've been building some confidence by playing Tears of the Kingdom, which has been helping me kind of get back into the mindset of things. So... Yeah, Ren, you're from Canada. That's a whole different climate kind of experience up there too. Okay, so we need to be able to get up there. In the other Zelda game, I know what I would be doing. And I knew I was getting too confident too quick. Oh, hello. Okay, so I'm going to get up there and then I'm going to go over to that. But what's going to give me the extra edge here? All right, first of all, we need to make sure that we don't lose all of our stamina again. In another game I play, when you have your glider out in that game and you are in an air vent, it actually will replenish your stamina, so you don't have to worry about it. Well, like here, there's no way I'm getting up there, you know? So what's the thing? What can I use that will get me up there? Of our lovely things here. I don't think there's anything I can magnesis. I'm glad that cold complaining is still built in. Like, we all agree it's not the jam. What's up here? What's around? I figured there would be another platform. But that guy's way down there. We've climbed so hard and got so far. And in the end, I'm gonna make it matter, y'all. I promise. This does not end here. We're getting that other chest. Just gotta figure out how to actually land on that. Yeah. So I just feel like if I put something on this, it's going to not do anything. Like I want to I can't stasis something to add some oomph. That's my first thought. But yeah. AJ, I just realized that I thought your emojis were like fairies of some sort, but they're goats with sunglasses, which is equally cool. You also comment about how it wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for the wind. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I was going to talk about the wind too. The wind is the worst part of anything. Okay, not happening. Got it. Yeah, when it's cold outside, that's rough. Let's see. I might have to look this one up because we got to at least get out of here, you know? I don't know if you guys hear Zelda in the background. She's making noises because she's a little upset for where she is right now. It's not her fault. She's a good girl. Oh, you can use it here and YouTube. That's cool. All right. So what am I missing? Yeah, so you guys, it's a wild time, right? And I always promise you I will talk about astrology and folk magic and all those wonderful things, and I'm happy to do that too. Yeah. So if you have anything that you want to talk about, I am happy to go on and do that. I'm going to look this up because I don't want to have us spend our entire night here. Yeah. Yeah. I've been doing more research on the astrology of 2026 just to get more context, and it's stuff, you know. It's like it's not what we're not already kind of experiencing. So as much as I want to say it's surprising and stuff, it's not things I'm thrilled about, but we can hang on a second. I've almost got what we need here. Climb the ladder to the next platform, take off in the gust. You don't quite make it to the top. You fall, soar around a pillar to find a hidden entry along the back. Well, I just wasn't looking hard enough. Okay. Yeah, so I am happy to tell you a little bit more about some research I've been doing into the astrology of 2026 if you'd like to hear it, or you can let me know. Oh, I should have seen that. Yeah, it's literally, hey there. Let me know what you want to talk about. There's a new moon coming up. We can talk about that. I'm happy to bring up that conversation if you want to. This should be enough. Yeah. Spicy, not mild. Aw, did we overshoot? Yeah, we did. Okay, it's okay. It won't take long. Can you go into some more detail of America's Pluto Return? Okay, my question though, Into the Ravenwood, have you been hearing about that now? That was back in like 2023. People are talking about the events now still being a part of it, I'm sure. But okay, yeah, let's go into returns, the Pluto return. This is amazing fodder for discussion, so I'm happy to. Yay, we got that. Cool. Yeah, so let's talk about returns in astrology, because here's the fun fact: every planet does it. So, you know, we talk about sometimes retrogrades. Not every planet retrogrades because the moon doesn't and the sun doesn't, but all the other ones do. So, whoa. Okay, let's get our stamina back. Yeah, so all planets retrograde except for the sun and the moon, because we're going around the sun and the moon is going around us. So every planet has an opportunity. Pluto is actually about to have its own return from the time it was discovered, which gives you some context. So let me see if I can do this in order. Numbers are not my strong suit, but I've pretty much got these memorized, so I'll do my best with them. Every planet has a return, even the moon. The moon has a return every month. It's your lunar return. It's when the moon gets back every month to the degree in the sign that it was when you were born. You can also complicate that further and have annual lunar returns around your birthday, things like that. But the moon does go around every month and returns to the spot where it was when you were born, because it's going to visit that sign every month. Solar returns happen every year. The sun comes around and it goes back to the degree and the minute of the degree that it was at when you were born. That is your solar return. It's right around your birthday, give or take a day. So that's your solar return. After that, the next one, Mercury return, is somewhat annual. Let's give or take a couple months. Mercury's pretty speedy. Venus has about Mercury's return for you. Sorry. I need to decide if I want to do their annual things. Yeah, we're gonna do their annual thing. So solar return happens every year. Technically, your lunar return, the point of the moon being like in the same relationship with the sun as it was the day you were born, is going to be a 25-year process. You'll have these are called minor periods in astrology, so these happen on longer periods. So getting back to Mercury, I believe, is 19 years. The sun is 19. Mercury is right around the sun. I think it's like 20 or something like that. Then you go to Venus, who has an 18-month cycle, so she'll like retrograde every 18 months. She will get back around to the degree, and you'll have a Venus return every 18 months. But her relationship to your sun is going to be something that happens over the course of 8 years. So it's really interesting when we have a Venus retrograde, which we do at the end of this year in October, November. Venus will retrograde again. And I say again, it's been 18 months, but it doesn't feel like it. She will retrograde. And if you want context on it, one of the best things to do is look back 8 years. 8 years ago, Venus also had a retrograde in these same signs because that's how long it takes her to repeat a pattern. And so that's when you will find Venus having her return. So if you're going through something and you're like, this is very Venusian, what is going on? You can ask yourself what happened 8 years ago and what archetypes from that are echoing into now. Mars will have a return to the same degree that it was at when you were born every 2 years or so, but in relationship to the sun and being exactly in that same pattern, Mars has a 15-year cycle. So every 15 years, Mars comes back to the exact relationship with the sun that it was in. So back to that sign, back to that degree, while the sun is on your solar return degree. After that is Jupiter, every 12 years. But if you're thinking, actually Jupiter is every 12 years. So Jupiter will return to the sign that Jupiter was in 12 years. It takes them about a year to get through a sign. Saturn return is every 30 years. You can see how it's getting wider, right? Because these planets are very far out there. So Jupiter takes about a year to go through a sign. Saturn takes 2.5 years to go through a sign. You're going to have we'll go to Uranus. You'll have a Uranus return potentially in your lifetime. Uranus returns at around 84 years, which is why sometime around the age of like 42 or so, we call that the midlife crisis era, because it's Uranus being at its opposition to where it was when you were born. So this point of change and radical energy and rebellion against your norms can happen at that time because Uranus is opposing itself in your chart. It'll return around the time that you are, I said 84. So a lot of people get Uranus returns. Neptune's not going to be the case. It takes Neptune over a decade to get through a single sign. There are 12 signs. It's a while. So I think it's somewhere in your 90s you'd have to go to get a Neptune return. But Pluto, Pluto takes 240 odd years, 247, I think, to go around the zodiac. You will not see your Pluto return. The United States, however, is in its 250th year this year. Its Pluto return was actually, I believe it was early March of 2023, sometime around then, was when Pluto was just getting out of Capricorn. So the United States, in our birth chart, I've taken to calling us the US of because I'm over it. But the United States has Pluto at the, I believe, 27 or 28th degree of Capricorn. So it was around March of 2023. That's when things were really going down. And And there is a discussion over if we're talking about when the Declaration was signed as the birth of the nation, or if we're talking about more of the scheme of democracy as we currently know it, which is something which is something that is patterned to one astrologer's claim after our Constitution. And the Constitution was ratified at a different date. So some people use that. It's still give or take a couple degrees because Pluto is slow. Pluto can take like 20 years to go through a sign. So Pluto made it a whole 2 degrees into Aquarius so far. Came into Aquarius last year, almost a year ago. I think it was last January that Pluto finally came into Aquarius and has only moved 2 degrees. So that gives you some context. Now, again, to the question about the Pluto return of the United States, things have been happening since then that do seem like it is a moment of Plutonian energy for the United States. And yeah, it's been 250 years. There's been a lot of time for things to do what they're doing. No, I want to take those. I don't want to smash them. Cool. Always get an arrow, and we'll grab this. Cool. It's not as good as the one I have, so I'm just gonna... Does it do anything special? Did it say that? I don't know. So that's what we're thinking about with people who might be talking about the Pluto return. They're a little late. They're bringing it into the hype of the 250th anniversary of the country. So that, to me, is probably where that's coming from. I, ironically, have not heard any astrologers talking about it. And I think that's probably because I'm talking to a lot of the more academic astrologers. As you can tell, we get nitpicky. So I get nitpicky about this kind of thing. And astrologers like me who are inclined toward being nitpicky, we're not calling right now the Pluto return because Pluto has gone into an entirely different sign already. So yeah, 2020 through 2023 though, hard yes. We were considering that very Pluto return-y. Are we still dealing with the repercussions of it? Yes. Are we finally noticing and seeing what comes after the volcanic explosion of a Pluto return? Probably, yeah. Yeah, it is confusing. That's one of the things that grieves me the most. We're going to get a bit of a cutscene here, and then I'm going to have to fly and shoot arrows at things at the same time. Coordination, we'll see how that goes. As you can tell, this guy is not keen to see us. Yeah, so I wanted to make sure I could get all that out before I...
And I'm actually pretty busy here. You should probably go.
What a great introduction. Shoot the stuff. I'm going to make sure I feel equipped to shoot the stuff. Hang on a second. I don't think we need... I don't want to use a 12 or a 10. You know what? I don't need a 10. I'm going to go pick up the nicer bow. Hang on. The other thing that Tears of the Kingdom... Is that a 4? Oh my goodness. Okay. We need to clear out some of the stuff we've got going on here. Yeah, so we can definitely pick this guy up. Worse than the bow we have, but it's for the story, y'all, so we're going to use it. Oh, that's a 9, so yeah. Okay. Wow, we needed those arrows, too. I forgot we're poor in this game. I've not found rupees in plenty. Okay, we're going to bug him again. I can help you. AJ, is there anything in folk magic about shattering glass? My friend did a spell recently and their glass candlestick shattered. And one of my glasses shattered recently too. Folk magic question. Okay. Yeah. So I would see that more as I would read that like an omen, depending on the context of what's been going on. You know, in the case of your friend who was doing a spell and the glass candlestick shattered, what was the spell about? I don't know if you feel confident sharing that in a chat, but that's interesting to me. If we think about why glass shatters, just physics, it's going to be because there was a lot of vibration, maybe with sound or something like that, a lot of pressure. If it didn't seem to have, like, maybe the candle was burning hot and the glass was old. So the cause of it could be pretty rational. The timing of it is something I would read into. And then for your glass, I'm guessing like a glass that you would drink out of. Oh no, your glasses. No, like a glass that you would drink out of. If that shattered recently, again for no reason, it was an inner child spell, and she was cooking soup, and it shattered. She wasn't cooking soup near the candle, right? But again, if it was an inner child spell, my questions go to, was she trying to nurture the inner child? Was she criticizing the inner child? Was she trying to break free of something that her inner child is restricted by? How can you metaphorically interpret the timing of that candle breaking in this context? That's something I would look into, journal about, record. For your own glass, if it shattered, like if you dropped it or something like that, I have a ceramic sink, which is really neat. But if you so much as like slip a glass, it's going to shatter, and it's a shame. But if it just shattered or fell off a counter at a really weird time, ask what's trying to get your attention. Or one of the things, this is coming through a little bit more intuitively, is how are you tending to your energy and your overwhelm? Because it might be kind of a signal that you're near a breaking point. That, again, feels more of an intuitive interpretation. Take it for what it's worth. If it resonates, great. If it doesn't, consider the other options too. But I hope it helps. Yeah. Candle was on the mantle of her goddess. The context would be she wanted to release shame and cultivate joy. That sounds to me like the candle did its job in a way that showed her it worked. If that happened, I think I would say seriously good magic. Like, I would be telling my friends, like, this happened and I'm excited about it. Yeah. The only caveat I could think of there is, one thing I would do if I wanted it to be thorough, and if I were your friend, is just make sure that anything attached to any shame or anyone in her life, any relationships that cause that shame, do a cord cutting between that person and yourself, just to make sure that any kind of cords they had to that childhood version are gone now too. You want to make sure you clear all the cavities, so to speak. Yeah. And that'll, again, when we do clear the cavities, and this is why I like saying it this way, it's a really weird image, but I do like using it. When you clear a cavity, you fill it. You don't just leave a hole. Yes, you got rid of all the rot and the stuff that's not supposed to be there anymore, but you got to put something in to keep it sturdy, to keep it stable and useful. So make sure there is something symbolically filling with joy, whether she's pouring something into a cup that's sweet, or does something at a good time, like an appropriate time, that says, this is what joy feels like to me, journals about it, anything like that. Very good witch. Awesome. That resonates. The drinking glass for me shattered near my money and paperwork. I knocked it over. Okay, great. Fill the cavity with joy. Yes, always do. You're not wingless. Oh gosh, we're wingless and brainless. This guy's really nice. Yeah, I hope it helps. Thanks for asking. Divine Beasts are 5 champions fold. So this guy is trying to live up to the previous bird that we saw the cutscene from. In case I've been talking over these dialogues. So we use updrafts and hone the aerial archery skill. The only problem there is going to be stamina. I don't have a ton of it. So if I can destroy 5 targets in 3 minutes, we're good. Let's give it a shot. If I fail, I can look into making some stamina food. But hey, maybe we'll get it. All right. Just gotta make sure my fingers don't panic, because they do that. Okay. Here we go. We got 1. And up. Whoa. Okay, cool. We do get our stamina back. All right. Hey, you. Get it.
Keep it up.
Cool, cool, cool. Honestly.
That's it.
All right. See, I just take too long to aim and I lose my stamina. Why do I feel like this is more than...
Perfect.
Oh, cool. Great. Maybe I should have turned around in the first place. Haha. Cool. Forgot to tell you, when you first showed up, I thought someone was pulling a prank on me. But after seeing you handle that, yeah. Hundreds of battles. I've died so many times, you have no idea. Thanks, guys. Alright, I feel I've heard the name somewhere before. I'm sure you have. Cool. In that treasure chest is a bow. I've modified it. Well, hang on, because I know when I open this, it's not going to give it to me. Let's get rid of this boring 10 bow. Yeah, because at least that one's pretty. Priorities. Drop that. Grab that. Yeah, because we know I'm not getting those arrows back. 20, yes. Does that mean if I'm getting rid of a lot of things, I'm also leaving a space or cavity? Okay. Ren, beautiful question. If you're getting rid of things, you are making space. Making space is one of the crucial points of manifestation, and it's because something is going to fill that space in your life, whether you fill it with stillness and peace, and so it doesn't have to necessarily be that it's a new responsibility or something, but you are making space. My analogy for this that I like the most is, am I supposed to talk to him again? Hang on. Is that normal arrows won't put down. Bomb arrows. Precious commodities, so don't take these bomb. Yes, yes, please, and thank you. It'll be cold up there. Prepare some warm clothes. Preparations. Will you give me anything else? Okay. Cook something to keep warm. Okay. I'm ready. Whatever. We can do stuff if we fail. It's fine. Yeah, so why are you doing this? Ooh, anybody have I can't just watch is a really good one. To save Rito Village is true. To rescue Zelda is true, but we have to remember the context here that Link doesn't remember who Zelda is quite yet. He just knows that's his mission. If anybody has an opinion, speak it now. I'll actually take this time to finish my thought. My analogy for making space and manifesting is when you clean out your closet. You typically clean out your closet, A, because you want that space and it gives you peace, right, to have less clothes and less clutter, or B, because you want to bring in new clothes. So, in the context of this question, if you're getting rid of a lot of things, you are either making space. Think about making space in your mind, right? If you want to feel better, sometimes you have to cut down on how much activity is going on, and that is enough for you, and you maintain that space with boundaries. Or you fill it with something new. I'm going to give up this responsibility so I can do this thing. Ren, if that helps, please let me know. And if it doesn't, I can do a better job of explaining. All right. I can't just watch. All right. He's getting us there. That's what I thought. He's going to get us partly there, and then we're going to take care of the rest. Yeah. Yeah, it reminds me I need to make some space in my own closet. Can't hurt. All right, it's showtime. I'm going to also say to everybody watching, no matter where we are, and even on TikTok and stuff like that, it is never a dumb question if you are asking me to clarify something you have seen from a TikTok astrologer. That is one of my missions. So I will read this in context and in full once we get to land here. I just want to make sure I don't crash us out. But yes. So we're going to be flying on this guy. We're going to have to shoot while we're flying. This is going to be a big old thing. Figure out where you will meet your person. Some even say you can figure out their job, personality, all from your natal chart. Is there truth or is that fluff? All right, I can't wait to get to that. It's a half truth, I think is what I'm going to say. And yes, the question of when will I meet my person is ancient. So we have a lot of references in ancient astrology straight through history that does give us context on this and how to do it. So it is one of the questions that is given more specific attention. Who and where you will meet your person? I'm just thinking about that while I do this. Okay. We're gonna do this, and then I will talk about the astrology of significant others. Okay, we're not gonna get shot. Okay, and we bomb arrow. Did we get that one? No. Okay.
Out of the way!
Perish you. Still? Alright. I'm sure he will give us more bomb arrows if we need them. But, my gosh! Okay. One down. We're just gonna get super close to these guys, because why not? We get our stamina back by dropping, yeah? Oh, do we? Yeah. He's taking that shot away from us. I feel like I'm flying against the wind here, but it is what it is. Boom. Good.
That's the way.
Cool. The wind is really working against us here. That's the only bummer. The music is good, right? I'm so impressed by it.
It's targeting us.
Yes, it is. But that's okay. It gives me a chance to... Oh, okay. Maybe I'm close enough. Maybe I'm not.
It's targeting us. One more.
One more. Where am I going here? Over here. Not bad, you guys. I'm actually feeling pretty calm about this. I want to just let you guys know I appreciate you, because in situations like this, normally I panic, but you guys give me so much else to focus on that I don't feel so overwhelmed. It's great. All right, and drop a little bit here. My friend. Oh, hang on. There we go. Do I have to wait until it's not? Okay, good. Hey. We're like point blank here, right? There we go.
We did it.
We did it. You saw me lean in there a little bit, but honestly, it's probably the calmest I've ever handled anything like that. We'll see how it goes once we get to the actual boss. Gabe, thanks for the GG. I appreciate it.
Well done, Link.
I'm glad you're enjoying the story.
Thing is history.
If I need to slow down in the stories, please let me know. I want to make sure you do get to enjoy it. All right, cool. Wipe the sweat off my palms a little bit. Cool. Up.
Bad news, Link. It looks like I got hit pretty good back there. I think I need to get back to the flight range. I just hope that I can make it back. You head down to Meadow. Good luck. It's all you.
It's all you. All right. So yeah, Gabe, perfect timing. We're about to talk about the astrology of finding your significant other. So I'm going to go through a couple super basic things about that, and then we'll get into the context of what you've seen on TikTok astrology. Yes, I think some of it is a little fluffy to drive views, but like I said, the question of when will I meet my significant other, how, what are they going to look like, all that
I've
stuff.
seen that face before.
Yeah. It's an ancient one and it's gotten a lot of attention. So we've got some stuff to work with. We're going to respect our cutscene here for a second and then we'll get into it.
I had a feeling you would show up eventually, but making me wait 100 years is a bit indulgent. You're here to wrest control of Meadow away from Ganon, correct? If so, then the first thing you'll want to do is find yourself a map. That guidance stone has the information for the layout of this divine beast. Can you make it there?
I always liked the way that this voice actor does the job in this. Okay, so we're not going to touch this stuff. All right, so how to get over this. I'm pretty sure I can use, I can't remember if it's bomb arrows or whatever. I also can just like jump over it. I'll take it. Yeah, how to understand the context of your significant other in astrology. Let's talk about it. This is gonna need some of this. Okay, I wasn't talking about my shield, but hey. I have to remember what I'm doing here. In your astrology chart, which is what that person was talking about, in your astrology chart, in order to find context about another person, especially a direct opposite or a partner, the traditional house of partnerships and marriages and contracts, especially in that context, that was the 7th house. And so I want this chest, so I'm going to try to go get it. So the 7th house is exactly opposite your chart from, woo, let's look at that. There's a room down there. Now we know. It's directly opposite from your 1st house. So, oh, that's how we get rid of you guys. I don't want to use bomb arrows. So your 1st house is your rising sign. If you know your 1st house, if you know your rising sign, then your 7th house is easy to identify. It's exactly opposite the chart at about like the 3 o'clock position of your chart. And then, ta-da, you know your 7th house. That is where some would say you would find the context of the person that if you are into the traditional idea of lifelong partnership, that's where we would find it. The reason I say traditional idea, we've gotten creative in recent generations and things. So one of the ways I've heard it described, which I think is pretty clever, is romantic relationships can be found in a different part of the chart. So that's usually where relationships start, right? You get, oh, hey, you're more angry than I thought you would be. I'm trying to just... You can't get me from here, so I can just outlet. Oh, you can get me from there. Jeebers. All right. Well, you know what? What did you break? Did you break my... You broke my bow. Rude. That was the special bow. Okay. Well, he's a little upset. It's okay. Do I have bomb arrows left? I'll get you. I have 3. I'm not that good a shot. Okay. We're going for it. So in the 7th house, you would find lifelong partnership stuff. But in the 5th house, you would find romantic stuff. That's where a lot, like I was saying, a lot of relationships start. When I met Dan, we started as a 5th house situation. He is coming down the stairs and waving like the queen. So I need you to understand that. But that started out as a 5th house thing. It was romance. It's also where we find vacations and the lottery and gift giving and ambassadors, right? People who are trying to impress each other. And then at some point, you move towards like moving in together, sharing responsibilities, sharing resources. That becomes more of a seventh house topic. Seventh houses, again, it's that contractual, I depend on you, you depend on me, give and take kind of relationship. So consider in modern time what your relationship feels like to you, right? Marriage used to be that threshold, but also marriage used to be a contract, and it was like, an exchange of land ownership and title and name and all this other stuff that would happen through that agreement of marriage. It wasn't always based on how much you adored each other. So we keep those things in mind. For example, if you look at electional astrology for when to have a
You'll
wedding,
need to look closely at your map
my
of the
wedding's
divine
terrible.
beast. The terminals that will activate
Because
metal
I
are
didn't
marked by those glowing
strategize it to
points.
be a wedding where the wife would be obedient and all that kind of stuff.
You'll need to activate all of the terminals to take back control.
We actually had a Gemini moon on our wedding, and I'm proud of it.
Think you're up to it?
Cool. Yeah. So, if those astrologers that you heard about were talking about the seventh house, they were talking about the house where marriage and partnership traditionally fall, and that's fair enough. Hey, Jenny. But if you're looking for like romance and stuff, you would look elsewhere. To speak in a different way about it. I want to go get that chest. Yikes! Okay, we can make it work anyway. Cool, and I'm just gonna hop over it because who cares? Cool. And again, you're the one who saw this, so let me know if any of this is also kind of sounding familiar to what they said. Because if it's not, that gives us more context as to their resources that they were using. Now I know I can go over there. I'm gonna shoot that thing. Can I get it from here? Boop. Yeah. Be gone. Oh, another chest. Yay. Why do I feel like this is a trap? We're also about to get a Jack sighting from my now 7th house partner. Here is the Jack. Mwah, I love you, buddy. Yeah, he's reaching for purchase here. Here is also the Jack. I have his sweater on this week. Cool. Good job with the chests. We have access points out there. Is that... Oh, you look weak. We're not going to play with that. No, sir. Oh, no, we're going to play with that. Okay, that's fine. You're not coming at me yet, so I'll deal with you. All right. We know we have different places to get to. We'll get them. Also, kudos to us, you guys, for actually making it to a divine beast for once. Oh, do we want to go all the way up? Can we go all the way up? We can. We're going to end up here at the end. So we're keeping that in mind. Hey, I want to go down just a little. My goodness, not all the way. I would like to go over there. I bet I can. I will figure it out. Because I know that these obviously are on rails, so they can move. Just got to remember how to make them do it. Doo-doo. Okay. That means this can move. I think it's because of vents that blow these around or something. So we may have to go somewhere else first. But let's see if we can... I really would like to... I'm going to get these arrows back. Oh my gosh. Nah. Okay. Maybe we start somewhere else. It's always a possibility. Let's take a look at our map. Yeah. Oh, that's right. We tilt this thing. Well, let's do that. Okay, here we go. A tilt, B execute. We're going the opposite way that I wanted to go, but we can tilt it again the other way. That's fine. Yeah, this is... It's also going to scream like that every time we do it. It's coming back to me now, you guys. Okay. A and B. Cool. Nice. Yeah. So, how would you use the 7th house of your chart for context on that person? Just like we use the 1st house to find context on your personality, your appearance, things like that. The 7th house, one of its uses, is to tell you a little bit more about that person. So it's not necessarily that that person is going to be that sign. Although, you know, like in my mom's case, yeah, that is what happened. My mom is a Cancer sun. Dad's sun is Capricorn. Their rising signs are different though, right? So it doesn't mean that like if I'm a Scorpio rising, I'm looking for a Taurus person. That's not often how it works. It can, but it's not super often, and it's not something to try to narrow yourself down to. My biggest thing with things like this is don't let astrology pigeonhole you, because that can happen, and it's really sad when it does. I actually have an ex-boyfriend that let a psychic and what they said about who he was going to meet and the one and blah 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 way over inform him with who he should be with. And I fit the criteria, but let me tell you, I was not the one. So we got to keep those things in mind for stuff like this. I have to remember what I'm even doing right now. I think I need that thing to get pushed, so I need to tilt this. So again, take it with whatever grains of salt you need to take with it. Do whatever you need to do to feel empowered in being who you want to be. The best way you're going to find the person in your life is to be who you like being, and let the person who deserves that and works best with it work with you. That was my strategy in any case, and it finally worked when I did that. Hi. Well, I didn't want that to come down. What's that about? So I need... I wonder... So if you look at that sign, though, it might tell you certain qualities about your relationship with that person, all kinds of stuff. And again, it could tell you perhaps more about... What are we doing here? Because I want to get in there. I thought I did the thing I needed to do to get in there. What about you, my friend? Okay. Just come this way. There we go. Oh. Alright, what did that do? Oh, it's the same one. Okay. Okay, which one opened that door? I don't know if I noticed it or not. Do I have to tilt it the other way now in order to open that? I think I might. Other side. Let's try just balancing it out. We all could use some balance. And I think that might move that out just enough. I'm going to have to stasis this and then tilt it the other way, I think. We'll see how that goes. Okay, wish me luck. This is going to be a kind of thing. Stop time. I think it was... I think it's this way, right? You think it has to hit harder? Maybe. Okay, let's see what this does. We got time to experiment. We are tilting the other way. That's great. First of all, that didn't bring that up, so maybe we do have to hit it harder, and I think we have to stasis these guys so that it can hit harder. Which means it's still the functional thing to do. Okay. Oh, you know what? That's in the way. Okay, great. Perfect. Stay! No, no, no! Stay! Ah! Okay. We'll do it again. We'll get our timing better. But now we know what we're doing, so that's helpful. Thank you guys for the hints. Here we go. Back that way. Okay. So yeah. Why go? Not even where go. Why? Yeah, so, you know, when the person was saying where you'll meet that person, I'm not sure what details they were using for that, I'll be honest. When they were saying how the context might be in planets that are in that sign, it might be in aspects to that sign. There's tons of ways an astrologer would be able to read that. The question becomes, you know, how far the, yeah, you know, I think the magnet after the bird will hold it for longer than the stasis. That's probably a good idea, because we do get a little bit of time. Okay. I'm gonna switch this, and I'm just gonna grab this and keep it over here. Yeah, we did it. Much better. Yeah. Fantastic. One down. Cool. So, yeah, when we get into the concept of how, who, where, what, why, are you going to meet that right person?
There are
7th
4
house.
terminals remaining.
Sure.
Still a ways to go.
You have to read it like you would everything else, though. There are so many wonderful details to get into. Like I said, the sign it is, the qualities of that sign, places associated with that sign. Ancient astrologers did associate different parts of the world and countries and cities to different signs. Next thing I want to do is figure out how to get through that. I might get in from the outside. I can't remember. I love that it's been long enough that I've forgotten everything about this. But we'll see. I can also go to the other ones. Let's look at what we got going on here. Yeah, so there is one through that doorway. And then there are 3 on the other side. But I wonder if I get in from below or something. Let's try it. Yeah. So the problem with that, though, is the New World, as it might be considered, was not considered by the ancients. So we don't really know how they would put into context, you know, the United States. It's being deciphered. It's being determined. I guess I need to slide the bird a little bit here. But it is something that they weren't thinking about. So we didn't get roles assigned to that, so to speak. Astrology geolocation to determine where to find your match. Yeah, I mean, and okay, so in more modern astrology, I will acknowledge there is astro mapping, which would look at maybe your Venus line and say you're more likely to find love in this location or something associated with 7th house topics for you using astro mapping. That is another thing that person might have been talking about. And that's fair enough. Astro mapping. You might hear this called astrocartography. Astrocartography is copywritten, to my knowledge, so astro mapping is what we call it. Same thing, but I also know that that technique is very popular, particularly on TikTok. So if they were talking about where, they might have been talking about astro mapping. If they were talking about like how and all those things, they might have been getting more into natal interpretation. Yeah. Yeah, so AJ says, I think this is where you as a person have free will and choice, even if things are written in the stars. One of the other things I always say is, even if you never look at your astrology chart, if you never looked at it, it would still work. And if you do look at it, it's still working. So it's just like a day when you're like, I'm going to look at the weather today, as compared to a day where you're like, you know what, I'm just going to see what happens, and I'll deal with the cold if it's cold outside. Oh, man. Well, I'm going to go back a little bit. Was really hoping I would hit with those arrows. There we go. I'm going to need more arrows. You know what? I'm just going to wait until we're at a certain point and balance it out. Yeah, take that arrow. Yeah. Yeah, it's not often remembered, to be honest with you. I'm kind of surprised. Balance out. Oh, do not run off there, Emily. No, we just went all the way back, though, didn't we? Oh, no, we didn't. Oh. Okay. Because that wind is going to take my arrows. So they're going to make me do it. And my thing is, I keep forgetting which way I'm supposed to tilt. If I go that way, yeah, that's where I'm... No, I do want to go that way, right? Yeah. Come on down. Oh my gosh. Oh. I'm so bad at aiming, especially with these motion controllers. It's really hard. And this is made out of stone, so stasising's not going to matter. Yeah, astrology is very much like weather in the way that you can use it. It's helpful to remember that. Like you can use it, or you can say, you know what, I'm just going to wing it today, and you'll be okay either way. You'll figure it out. All right, you guys, what's going on? This is the most confusing thing for me. Okay. As soon as we start moving, I'm gonna tilt a little bit. A little bit. Can you move a little? There we go. Oh wow, I did a really good job to the point where I still can't do it. So we're gonna play the game. Nope. Come on. Scoocha. Okay. You're in the room more. My God, it's right there, Link. Honey, I'm sure you can see it. There you go. Point blank. Oh, are you kidding me? You're killing me, kid. Okay. And then this thing flips around. That's also not helping me. Okay. I'm probably doing this all wrong, but you know what? It's right there. Are you going to do it this time? No. There. Oh my goodness. How unnecessary. I lost all those arrows, but there's one in there, so that's cool. Now we want to go all the way back over here so I can get in. I did the compatible astrology on AstroSeek for me and my husband recently. It was fun. I do those things just for fun. I think that's a great idea. Honestly, it's one of those things where grain of salt, but also if it works out, cool. And if it doesn't mean that the archetypes are wrong, that you did bad astrology or anything like that. It can just mean that, you know, the interpretation has more to it. So there's
3
plenty.
terminals remaining.
Plenty to think
Keep
about.
going.
Did we get a door to open? Yeah. Oh, it's this door too. We figured it out. I'm so proud of us. Epic. All right, taking a second. Appreciate that view. That is super cool. Man, that's really neat. Actually, I would love this. Not the devastation and like everybody being in danger, to be fair, but I would love like a world like this that you get to sort of just explore and having the means to do it. All right. So the next way we can go is that way. And we know we can get over there pretty simply. We can also go down there. I want to go up here and then go down from there because that stupid skull thing was over there and I'm not about it. Cool. Up. This, honestly, if I'm... Whoop, not quite. Yeah. Cool. I want to tip this the other way. It's going to help me have more leverage. Awesome. Yeah, thank you for asking that question. Let me know if it was helpful. I realized I was multitasking, so if I can do a better job of explaining, I absolutely can. In summary, 7th house natally, 5th house for romance and stuff like that. Location may have been probably referring to astromapping. You got astromapping reading recently just for funsies and was told you could be happy retiring in Greece, Turkey, or Egypt. Ooh, any of those are great. Greece and Turkey I've been to personally, love them all. Or sorry, Greece and Egypt. We are planning on Turkey, hint hint. So if you want to test that, you can always come with us on a trip and see how it feels for you. Yeah, that's amazing. There's so much cool stuff to see in those places. Oh, hey. Let's not play that game. Got it. So where there are those weird faces, you can just smack them, first of all. And second of all, there's an eyeball somewhere. Good to know. Oh, are you kidding? I'm gonna have to tilt this just to go back again. That's fine. I'll do it. I'm just not happy about it. I remember this. It's gonna be all about the tilt. And we're gonna need bombs. We're gonna need bombs. Fortunately, I happen to, not with a bow, I happen to have a bomb that I can set right here. And it'll roll down there and boom. Just like that. I'm just taking in some of the scenery here so I can know what we're doing. That's the other thing. Cool, cool, cool. If I hit you, what do you do? Wind. Oh, good. I could use that because that's going to be needed for this next bit. Is it going to roll uphill? Yeah, it is. Wonderful. That's going to come in handy when we, are we going to magnesis that? I don't know. There's some other stuff I can do first, too, so. You're not going to give me some uppies here? No? Fine. Okay, we'll tip it. Why not? Yeah. Yeah, Spinal Saturn. Which, by the way, coolest name. Happy to chat about that more. Take me over, yay! Another one done. Get a quick drink here. Yeah. So how's everybody doing? Does anybody have plans yet for, I keep forgetting, I don't know why I keep forgetting, but we have that new moon coming up this week.
There are 2 terminals remaining. You're almost there.
Well, we're so impressive. Any plans for Scotland? Plans, yes. Options, not yet. Reason being, we refuse to pay the current amount that it would cost travelers to go on that trip. So we are waiting, and Trova is working on getting a cheaper itinerary. So yes, and we are doing everything in our power to make that happen as soon as possible. I am so looking forward to the day that we get to do Scotland. I think it will happen, and I'm looking forward to it. All right. A Knight's Claymore. Do I get to keep it? Yeah, cool. All right. That is the stuff in here. So now we're going to figure out how we're going to magnesis. Yeah, I didn't think so. Can I magnesis through here? I cannot. So it's going to be a tilty thing here. If we tip this the other way, that brings the ball over and I can play, yeah. Alrighty, bring out that ball. See what it does. Because we need to get it over here and then tip it the other way. And it'll be beautiful. Yep, that's what I thought. Feel like if we can go through walls and things like this, what else should we be able to do? Alright. And guess what we're gonna do? This isn't a bird, it's a teapot. Because we're tipping it all the time. That's a bad joke. Yes, so is the bird a temple scenario? The bird is a temple scenario, yeah. This is what temples are kind of. I actually like this better. Um, temples in Legend of Zelda are typically things filled with monsters, some puzzles, and a water temple of some sort that is ridiculous with raising and lowering water. Um, these
Just
have less
one
enemies.
terminal remaining.
What do you know?
What do you know?
Um, these are more puzzles, and then a big boss, which has 2 phases, and likes to really challenge my self-confidence. So we'll see how it goes this time. All right, so we're gonna go. I wonder if we can go out this way. Can we go out this way? Could be a risk. Is there anything for us to land into or fall into here? Okay, maybe not the best idea. I just want to get around that stuff down there, but we'll figure it out. If we gotta dodge, we'll dodge. I also need to tip the bird again. That sounds not great. Okay. Hiya! No, not yet. Honestly, we could do with it being stable. Yeah. Booyah! I like to think the bird's celebrating in those moments. You have teeth, but also arrow. So like I want the arrows. You got to get it from the outside though, friend. Whoosh. And your buddy too. I feel like I am trying to think, you guys. You don't mind, I know, but alright. There's another way for us to get around out there. There has to be, otherwise we wouldn't be having this problem. So, and of course it's the last one. That's fine. Let's see if we go all the way up. Am I heading the right way? Yeah. We'll just go around here. See what's below. Is it? I mean, let's just try, right? Whoop. Oh, look at that! It's like we knew it would be there. Oh, hey! Rude! Cool. Yeah. Tempest teapot. Darn right. Yeah, okay, so back to the question. Magical tasks or tips for... I feel like... Can I just hit you? Hit you? Yeah. Save the arrows. We're gonna need them. I'm pretty sure we need arrows for the boss battle. And I'm hoping... I guess this has a teleport, right? If we leave the area... Yes. Oh! Well, now we'll find out. I was going to try this anyway. I imagine there's a teleport. That's hilarious. I just meant leave the map so I could see a bigger map. Now we know. But we need more arrows and the like, so it's going to be complicated. Can I talk to you about... You're not going to give me more arrows then. Great. I need some people to give me some help here. I have 4 arrows left. I can ice arrow things till the cows come home. But probably not even then. I want like 100 arrows. I want to be really greedy with arrows. Let's go. Okay, we can teleport to the beast. That's fantastic. The horse is there. We're going to go over here and see about buying some arrows. See what we can do. Yeah. Home run. Yeah. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Just want to make sure. I do think at some point it'll also help us with arrows in that boss battle, but I don't remember if it does because you have options like this. So I'd rather just go in prepared, and this is the time to do it anyway. Do some cooking because I think we need to. How are we doing on? Whoop! How are we doing on cooking? Yeah, I mean we got some stamina stuff. That's great. but I'm very much interested in doing some cooking. What does our ingredient stash look like here? Is that it? My gosh. Okay. I mean, we're gonna... Oh, that's not it. Okay, thank goodness. Yeah, we got some stuff to work with here. No problem. Not a problem at all. Just need a pot, which we had back at that thing, but we'll have one here too, and hopefully a shop down this way. Yeah, other games really spoil us with arrows where like they're not limited. This is a highly limited resource, it seems. And this game is not very giving with rupees either. So, you know, I come in here and I'm like, hey, I would like to buy your arrows. And it's like 5 for 20 rupees. I only have 130. So, like, if I take them all, do I have enough? 60. Oh, yeah. Cool. So they're gone. Do not have enough for those, but that's fine. Feel better about that. Now let's go find something to cook with. We'll just go back to that guy because he definitely had one rather than wandering around here. Cool. Yeah, so the new moon in Capricorn. Let me just bring up a chart here so I can make sure I'm referencing important things. It is the first new moon of the year, so you'll hear a lot about that. Lunar New Year and all that stuff. Here we go. This new moon is at 28 degrees and 43 minutes of Capricorn. Thing to keep in mind about the moon in Capricorn, it's not her favorite place. As we were talking about opposing signs earlier, we also know that Cancer is exactly opposite Capricorn. So when we think about like the moon does really well in Cancer, that is her sign. If we think about her being in the opposite of really well, that's usually really not well. So it's not the moon's best time to do lunar things. It's not about, you know, the qualities of the moon that we expect. It's going to be kind of the opposite. So rather than, you know, taking a bath and using oils and things like that, it might be a good time to do more grounding techniques. It might be a good time to set yourself up with what you need to feel fortified, with what you need in order to feel like you are supported. You know, it's a middle of winter moon, right? What do you need to feel like you're gonna get through the rest of the winter? What's your check-in with yourself? It's a new moon, so it's the beginning of the lunar cycle. So you can think about those kinds of things as well. Let's see here. If we do this, it's not going to give us as many hearts as I want. I want hearts for us. Attack power is also great, though. So if we hold 2 of these and do stuff that are going to give us our hearts, that's only half a heart. You guys, who's going to give us like a whole heart? Cook it before eating to increase the number of hearts it restores. Sounds good. Let's see what we get with bananas and herbs. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah! With attack up for 3 minutes. Love that. Awesome. Let's look at anything else we might want to do here. We got some raw meat we can add. Okay. Steamed banana. Yeah, I mean, why not, right? Fried banana. I wish it were fried. Fried banana we know is good, but we could do surf and turf. Cooking amplifies its healing benefits. What do we got over here? Restores a lot of stamina, and then we get into monster parts. We don't want to mess with that. Movement speed. Boost stamina. I mean, we could just play around with this some more. This will help us. Some seasoned steak, right? That works. You're going to be exploring making sigils and then using a non-permanent tattooing pen for drawing them on your fingers. That's cool. I like that idea. That's really neat. All right, I feel good about this. I'm going to eat some apples just to get to our tip-top shape here. Ugh, I guess I got to eat all of them because they're only doing half. There we go. I wish we had more hearts. That being said, who's going to tell me how many things I have? Somewhere it tells me that. Is it all the way? 3. Nope, we don't have enough. Okay. It is what it is. Let's go back up here. Open adventure log. Set destination. Yeah. Yo, y'all. You're not gonna... Oh, I've confused myself. Shouldn't I just be able to teleport to it now? Does an interaction with the lot of spirit need to be exact? Like a node? Ren, this is a great question. Sorry, I've confused the heck out of myself as to why we can't just teleport to Valmetto. There it is. Travel. We just weren't touching it the right way. Cool. All right, so does an interaction with the lot of spirit need to be exact, like with a node, or will you still feel it if it's off by a couple of degrees? Yeah. So Jenny, sigil work, really cool. I love that idea. Lean into it. And, you know, it's a new moon, but it's Capricorn, protection, endurance, those kinds of earthy qualities that you can do. That's awesome. Sigil work is fantastic. Ren, the lot of spirit. It's not nighttime or anything, is it? This is just the malice? Okay. Interactions with the lot of spirit. I'm going out and around again now. Okay. Sorry. Interactions with the lot of spirit are going to be... I think I just tip it and fly into it, honestly. This should have been the first one I did. I'm also highly aware that we are about to actually get into this boss battle. So that's going to be something that I may not talk as well through. And I'm going to be honest about it now. The lot of spirit and the lot of fortune are two of the more well-known lots in a chart. Lots in a chart are not your typical planetary placements. They are calculated from the distance between two planets. In this case, it's the sun and moon. And then they're projected from your ascendant. So if you gauge the distance between your sun and moon and project it from the ascendant, you might actually see it lands to that spot on your chart for at least a lot of fortune. Spirit would reverse the formula.
Now you just need to start the main control
I would look for
unit.
something to be within 3 degrees natally conjunct it. But even so, when I've done reading on it, mostly from what Valen's point of view, and it develops over the centuries, right? But from Valen's point of view, he likes to use it as a significator of things and for timing techniques mostly. So like a transit to your lot of fortune, I can say, does something. Uranus was exactly conjunct my lot of fortune when I got hit by a car. So in Gemini, it worked out astrologically beautifully. So you want to see something get pretty close to it. Especially if it's an outer planet, you want to see it get 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degrees by transit to see that influence. Uranus is one that I take into consideration because it is one of those outer planets, and it does have its reputation for being radical, revolutionary, unexpected, those kinds of things. There were other factors going along too. That would equally explain it. It's interesting to me that also that day Uranus happened to be where it was, stationing retrograde. So yeah, I would look at a transit to be within 3 degrees, and for it to be modified by a natal planet or an aspect that's either conjunction, square, opposite, even trine. I would look for it to be within 3 degrees or so for best results. The new moon is 3 degrees from your lot of spirit. Okay, so this is something that I would say is worth research, and you have an opportunity to do that research. What I would do is don't think too hard on it. Let the day go by. Then come back and journal what happened that day. And if you feel confident interpreting the lot of spirits placement with the moon, in 20-something Capricorn, then say, like, how did this fit? What was that like? So you can be interested in it for sure. And then see what actually happened.
I want you to take a good look at your map. There should be a new glowing point on there.
I hope that's helpful. But yeah, it meets the qualifications I would think about. I don't always look at the lot of spirit as much as I do the lot of fortune, but that doesn't mean it's not worth a look. Yeah. And for anybody wondering, you can get non-permanent tattoo ink pens on Amazon. So if you're doing sigil work and want to do that, I love that idea. Cool. Let's balance this out again. And now we're going to go into boss work. Oh, I think I should tip it the other way entirely, actually, so I can get all the way over there. Okay. Here we go. So if I remember right, this guy is going to use little tornadoes on us. He's going to be annoying as heck. We have to hit him with arrows, hopefully just arrows, because we all know we don't have bomb arrows. Or at least not enough of them. Get up there. And then there will be updrafts for us to use in order to shoot him down. When he gets shot down, we will run up to him and smack him with the sword. And he'll do it again. And then hopefully we'll win. So, this is the plan. We'll see how it goes. Wish me luck. And if we die a couple times, whatever. We'll figure it out, because everything will come back if we do, which is nice. Alright, who's ready for some cutscenes? What might I see? I'm also more familiar with a lot of fortune. I can't tell you your specific situation, because I can't look at your whole chart. We've done a consultation before, so hopefully that's helped. But a lot of spirit seems to be more associated with quality of life rather than, health, wealth, well-being, a lot of fortune stuff. Quality of life is career movement, stuff that you're interested in. It's much more like where your, I don't know how to say it the best way, but where your spirit draws you, right? I think of Grandmother Willow, right? Let your spirit guide you. So it's what you're sort of drawn toward. The lot of spirit is derived from the sun. The sun is traditionally the spirit point in the chart. And so that is where we would say it's what the light that you're drawn to in life. Demetra George has said it's what your soul responds to. So think about those kinds of things. With the moon there, a lot of focus comes there. Physical representation of something may come there. You might actually see something that lights you up or feel something. The moon represents the body, so you may have an experience that way too. Yeah, plenty of things to think about. And yeah, let us know next week how it goes. I'm interested. Okay, let's go into this. I'm going to take a second, take a breath, take a drink. Look at this guy. And of course my brain's like, what can we teach about magic from this? We'll find something. Yeah, drink water. Always helps.
That thing is one of Ganon's own, and it plays dirty. It defeated me 100
Hi,
years
Maitland.
ago, but only because I was winging it. I can't believe I'm actually saying this.
Okay.
You must avenge me, Link. His aim is dead on. Watch yourself.
Oh, maybe let's not. Okay. I don't want you to destroy my barriers. I don't want you to hit me either. Alright, where'd he go? Oh, right there, of course. Yes, lovely, sir. Oh, okay, I see. No, leave me alone. We're not playing that game. Let's do the one. Oh, you barely do anything, but you guys. I'll use whatever I have. I'm not mad. We'll start with the steamed meat. Yeah. Eat that. Cool. And we run towards this guy. Where is he? I've got aim too, Buster. Oh, I landed a little hard on that one. Oh, yeah, don't let him get you. Link, where's your stamina? Okay, so you really want me to use this. Got it. Get in the thing though. Okay. Oh. Can I get my arrows back if you do that? That's rude. Oh. Sheesh. Okay. It's fine. We're not going to need this, so I'm going to eat it. There was a time where I wouldn't use health potions or things like that, and I would go the whole game without using them. This game humbles me. Okay. Link, you gotta run, man. I am using the run button. I don't know why you're not making me... Oh, sorry, guys. I'm getting angry at a character. One other gripe I have about this game and Tears of the Kingdom is they really do make it so that you spend all of your time getting up from falling, and it's just a lot. Why are we so upset, Link? You're not cold. Oh, you're tired. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I think we can... I know, you'll get your stamina back. I mean, you just gotta get up. Okay. I'm this bad and worse with Sims too, so I'm not very but where's our buddy? Okay. Oh, we got through the first phase. Just don't make me take fall damage for this. All right. Oh, man.
Watch your blind spot.
Okay. Watch your blind spot. What isn't my blind spot with this? Okay. This is wild. I'm not a fan. Oh! Hang on a second. No, if the bow's damaged badly... we'll just use it until we're ready. Ah, no! Eat that. Alright, then get up, buddy, because yikes. Where's that going? Oh. Go behind the thing. Go behind the thing. Oh, man, that... Where's he going? Where we at? Okay, great. These guys look like they mean business now. Not a fan. Oh, that's not fun. Oh, that hurt. Okay.
Careful!
I'm being careful. Ah, that's a waste of an arrow, but that's okay. I wonder, can we pull him back over here where I can actually do stuff? I'm just gonna wait you out. We almost got you, so like, I'm not... We got time. What else do I got here? Eat some of that. I'm not mad at that. Cool. Never really seen this when I wasn't fighting for my life. It's fascinating how the music is a theme. It is, isn't it? Yeah. Breathe, Link. We're doing great. All right, cool. Link is kind of dramatic. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah. You almost always have the horde of obnoxious potions at the end. Yeah, I agree. Okay. It was a good break. We want to use what the game... Oh my god, what are you doing way up there? It hurt a little bit. I understand. I understand. He is way up there, though. Can't triangulate on me. No, yeah, you can. Okay. Okay, okay. That gives us more, though. Let's try to patch ourselves up here as much as possible. Ooh, I'll take that. Link, you gotta get up. It's raining attacks. Avoiding attacks may be wise. I'm aware. I don't know if you've noticed, buddy, but there are tornadoes and I have no arrows, so that's great. Okay. Hang on. I'm leaning in a little bit too much, too. We're just gonna... we'll use bomb arrows, because they're the shtick right now. Alright, he's going out there. He's going way up there. Where are they? Let them do their thing over there. Okay. Nice! Well, fine. Alright, Link behind the thing. There we go. Woofa. Yeah! Yes! I only yelled at him a little bit. It's fine. Oh, we were underprepared. Outmatched. But we're scrappy. And that's what matters. Just like, by the way, another thing that you're not going to hear much about, or you might, I hope you do, on social media, is Mars being very close to his exaltation degree. Talk about scrappy. We'll get into that after this. It is going to be funny going through clips of this replay and seeing the intensity on my face. I've never actually had to watch it before. It's fine. We did it. First try. I'm proud. Whew. And we get a whole other heart. That's fantastic. Da-da-da-da. That's mine. Taking that. You guys. I'm so proud of us right now. Alright, so we're going to get into a cutscene here. While the cutscene is going on, I'm going to let us watch it. And I have a question for you. One of the things I had proposed last week was we would go kind of plot point by plot point with Breath of the Wild. And so after doing a plot point such as this one, we might go into another game for a little while. This case, it would be Reka, which is about Baba Yaga. I am prepared to do that next week, but I would love your opinions. So please put it in the chat if you're interested in that. So next week, instead of Breath of the Wild, we would do Reka and learn about Baba Yaga with a chicken house. Or you can... let me know if you'd like to stick with Breath of the Wild. So that's up to you guys. Yeah. All right. Looks like we're going to activate this. Cool. Cool. Yeah, all right, cool. Next week we'll play Reka. I'm going to get there's like a combo thing of a DLC, I think. So we'll have the whole thing.
Well, I'll be plucked.
Yeah.
You defeated him, eh? Who would have thought?
Rivali.
Well done. I suppose I should thank you now that my spirit is free. This returns Meadow back to its rightful owner. Don't preen yourself just for doing your job. I do suppose you've proven your value as a warrior worthy of my unique ability, the sacred skill that I have dubbed Rivali's Gale.
Y'all, this is gonna help us so much, especially with all the rain.
It's now time to move on and start making preparations for Meadow's strike on Ganon. But only if you think you'll still need my help while you're fighting inside Hyrule Castle. Feel free to thank me now. Or, never mind, just go. Your job is far from finished, you know. The princess has been waiting an awful long time.
You gotta give it to him. It's a pretty game. Oh, so it's still in early access. Cool. Cool. You know what? Rivali is a little bit like Star Fox. Yeah, I adore Smash Bros. 10 points for guessing who I play in Smash Brothers most of the time. I feel like we're due for a new one of those. You know what game I miss, and I wish they would do a Switch version or some kind of a port? I loved Kid Icarus Uprising. It was for 3DS. The controls were terrible because they were gimmicky to the 3DS, but it was such a good story. Yeah, Jenny, me too. Me too. I know a little bit, but I'm excited to do more.
You'll have a precise speed on Ganon from this
Yes.
vantage point. And when the time is right, give him everything you've got. Now we wait for that perfect moment. Meadow, we've been artfully patient for the last 100 years. I doubt you'll suffer a feather over a few more moments. After all these years, I simply must admit the truth. Even without the power of flight, Link made his way to this divine beast and accomplished something that even I could not. Guess I was wrong about how lucky he would be. I hope that luck holds out, Link, for everyone's sake.
There we go. We did it. Yeah, so next week we'll move into Reka. It's in early access, as you pointed out. We'll play around in it and see how it goes. Da 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 da. All right. No, this is the coolest. Okay, so we get 3 Rivali's Gales, which is really cool. I just have to remember. No, I have to remember how to use it. My my chat is over it right now. Nope. Okay, somebody help me with the buttons here. I don't remember which one to use. Is it this? Yeah. And now we can, like, get further and do more things, and it's great. Like, what's up with that? That is a side quest that we will do. Hi. And I think this is how we start that side quest, so great. This actually will help us open up a shrine as well, so it's worth doing. It's also kind of adorable. I think we should go over there, but we're going to need to come back over here and find all of her singing friends. So let's go see and start that for a bit. Hiya. Watch me. And then we just go over here. I probably should have checked in with the chief too, but hey, concerned mothers and all, you know, you gotta pay attention. They added herbs to grow to make things with. Yay! So we can learn more about herbalism as well. Hopefully it's accurate. I'm sure it is. It sounds like they do their due diligence here. All right, I see you, little kid, but we're going to complete this Korok circle first. Yes, and grab a hearty truffle because we need food. All right. The question is, like, I know where rock goes here, but this is also kind of a poorly done circle. Not to judge, I guess. Just trying to make sure it's not one of the rocks around it that needs to go in it. I feel like it's this guy, but it might not be. I can't pick up any of these guys, so it wouldn't be. There you are. It's like I knew. I actually didn't. I'm really proud of myself. It's a pentagon. Fair. Fair. Maybe. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, it is a pentagon. Now that you think about it, yeah. Well, pentagon is a really poor circle, but it's a perfect pentagon. Don't ask a fish to climb a tree. Awesome. Yeah, thank you for pointing that out. I actually never realized that. Good to know. Okay, now let's talk to this little kid who is singing, and I could go on forever about singing and magic. It is so helpful. Yeah, I think we are talking about the Baba Yaga game having herbs added to it, so I'm excited about that too. Probably in the kitchen yelling. Oh, we're gonna have to get the salmon munere. Yeah, I remember this. It took me forever to figure out that recipe. And here we can just cheese it a little bit. Teleport over here. Cool, cool, cool. Nice. Oh, I just noticed you gave Zelda the blanket. That's adorable. So Zelda Bear, our precious little thing, we've learned that... You're still upset? Oh, I guess I need to talk to you. We've learned that our little dear Zelda is almost certainly dealing with some arthritis. I don't know that it's easy to tell. It's probably not, and I haven't pointed it out much. Yeah, I like the animation on this too. She has a bent little leg in the front. And since she was born, she has had that bent little leg. And we asked for ages, you know, like, is this going to be a problem later in life? Do we need to do something for her? And everybody said, no, as long as there's no pain, she's fine. Even when we moved and got a new vet, people said, no, as long as she's in no pain, she's fine. Well, she was in no pain until she was. So now she's going to be getting everything she needs. The fantastic news is we are somehow in a position to be able to make it work for her. So we will take care of her. So she's just going to get tons of attention and cuddles and little steps around the house and everything that we need to do to make it comfy for her. We just need her to stop being so adventurous because she likes to jump on things more than she likes to crawl up the steps. She will be feeling better soon. The fact that we've identified it is huge, better than her, you know, just dealing with it. So let me read this quest again, just to make sure I'm understanding what this kid wants. Okay, I will talk to Cree one more time. Probably somewhere up high playing our songs. Said she was... Oh, the second oldest is going to the fishing pond near the village entrance. Okay. We know where the one playing songs is. Let's go get the one at the entrance. Can I jump on this? Can I just... Oh, fine. Can I jump on this? Yes. Cool. Head toward the... I hope I'm headed toward the pond. I think I'm headed toward the pond. Yeah, I'm headed toward the pond. Is it up here or is it down there? I have to remember my bearings here. I think it's down there more. But I just want to be sure. Have we cataloged this? We have. Good. Okay. Weird that she's across the bridge, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, over here. Yay for Zelda and getting some treatment and comfort. Yeah, thank you. We appreciate it. She's great. We love her very, very much. Oh gosh. Yeah, I'll have some of these too. Totally forgot about rehearsal. Take this hearty sound and go. Oh, cool. More. All right. Now we're gonna go help the other one make some salmon. It looks like we're getting recipe ingredients from all these kids. So we'll go back up to the teleport because I know that's the right height for us. We might actually... We could just go down from Meadow because we can teleport up there now. But yeah. We'll try to get up to this kid, and then that will be hopefully a nice little place for us to get them to go sing and have a good time there. Oh, there's a Korok up there. I think I want to work our way down. So if I can teleport to this, let's see how we can do here. Stuff to find. Yeah. Cool. I'm excited that we'll be able to play some new games too. That's going to be really, really fun. I had seen stuff for Reka when it was being advertised a while ago. So this is going to be really cool to check out with you guys. Yeah. Alrighty. Gosh, how many arrows do I have left? 4. Oh, and they're all bomb arrows, that's right. I need rupees. I need rupees. Cool. Now, we know she's actually over there a little bit, so... There she is. No sweat. Whoop! A little bit of sweat. Oh, no! Too much. Alright, well, we got cocky. It happens. We redo it, and then we'll be fine. Yeah. Yeah. So, long story short, though, Zelda is currently cuddling with a fleece blanket, and she's adorable. So I thought you should all know. She's snoozing and comfy right now. So is Jack. He is on his back almost. These dogs are great. When they're sleeping, basically no feet touch anything. It's great. They are super important. Come back in here. Catch our stamina up. Yeah. Oh, look at the baby corgi emoji. Ugh. Makes me happy. Thank you, AJ. All right. We'll land here just a little bit too. Learned my lesson. Okay. Nice. The puppies. At least she'll be warmed up. Really wanted. So my sisters and I have been looking for the ingredients. I finished early, so I was practicing here. Feel bad. Really should have a rehearsal. I'll give you the tabantha wheat for the salmon. She says she can't sing on an empty stomach. I'm pretty sure that's just an excuse. Okay, so we need salmon, wheat, and I think she talked about goat butter. I'm not sure if that's everything we'll need, but I can always look it up. Whoa! Okay. A birdie. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. No one needs me to say it. We all know. It's gonna be up there, isn't it? I hope you're enjoying your day, sir. Sounds like a kid. Let me do this first before I do the thing. You know, honestly, relatable. I need things. I need like. I don't need coffee for the energy. I need coffee for just the flavor and the way it occupies my mind. But I like that in the day before doing other things. I get my energy from exercise, which will certainly do it if you're ever wondering. Oh, also, this kid right here, if we get a good look at him, this is Toolin. Toolin grows up a little bit and is in the following game. We should probably talk to this guy. Right. Hi, Teba. I'm sorry to completely blow you off. My bad. Yeah, he's also in the new Animal Crossing update, one of the characters that you can have move in, and I just got the amiibo for him. He's voiced by Christina V, who is one of my favorite voice actors. So, that's fun too. You're a descendant of the champion. You could say that. You look like you've got something else to say. Actually, don't tell me. Ah. Oh, we should probably go talk to him. Okay. I'm just gonna also forget how to make... Oh, he's right here, though. So here's ADHD at play for you. Sorry. Salmon, wheat, butter. Woo! The sword that seals the darkness. I'm aware. I'm aware. And we got a new bow. It shoots 3 arrows at once. Because we have so many arrows. So we're not going to use that, I can tell you, for a while. Where is this shop? Why am I... It's down here. Whoa. That's the hotel. The shop is... Yeah. Over here. Okay, but I've talked to them all. So you need me to make the salmon mule there. Honey, I don't think I... guess I'll buy you a goat butter. Pretty sure I need to. Alright. And now I need a pot. This is high maintenance for a kid. Does the inn have a pot? Who's got a pot? You do. Hi. Okay. Okay, so you're the one who wants it. I'm gonna look this up because I'm not gonna get this wrong. I'll tell you that much. And it comes right up because I am not the only one. All right, salmon, Samantha wheat, and goat butter. We called it, we knew it, but it's good that we checked. All right. All right, so we have a hearty salmon. Hold that. Tabantha wheat. Or no, goat butter. Now we need Tabantha wheat. Someone gave us, there it is. Tabantha wheat. I'm going to move my head here. Yep, that's okay. All right. Goat butter. Okay. Someone did give us goat butter back. Stop holding. Okay. We're going to do just one of each, only because I'm paranoid. Salmon, Tabantha wheat, goat butter. Cook it. And that is salmon Munair. Here, kid. That is so much good stuff that we could use, but we're going to give it to you because you want it. Here you go. Cool sticker with the green sword and apple. Aw. I really do think, Jenny, that could mean that you heart the moderator. I agree with that too, and I do appreciate that you guys are sharing the love. That's so nice. I think so. It doesn't seem to say mom. It says mod, so I'm with you. All right. Cool. So there we are. We did that. I'm going to teleport us to... Am I going to teleport us? I guess I'm going to fly us back over to the Warbler's Nest. Not to finish the quest, necessarily. Maybe. But to... Where in the world am I going? Birdie, have I talked to you yet? No, I don't want to hear a story. Okay. But mostly just to remind us next time when we get back where we're going. And it was around this way. We did the thing. We did so many things today. We did a shrine. We did the puzzle. We fought a boss after solving the whole temple. Yeah, I mean, I'll take it. Are we gonna... I don't want to jump. I want to... Yeah. Oh, I have to wait for two. I used 3 of them already. I pretended I had more than I did. It's okay. We'll do it the slower way. But... Oh, look. A Korok. This is great. This is something that will totally not distract us when we come back to this game. And we will know what to do. All right. So we did that. That's amazing. Next week we'll play Reka. Tell your friends. We're going to have such a good time talking about folklore, talking about witchcraft, talking about herbalism, hopefully, exploring that and doing all the fun stuff with it. I'm excited. I appreciate the recommendation. And I can't wait to see all of you guys. The more people here, the merrier. The more, we learn from each other. It's fantastic. Thank you so much. And yeah, have a great rest of your week. Stay safe. Enjoy the new moon. And if you have any questions about astrology and stuff, I'll see you on Friday on the Alchemist Ink Spill, Monday on the Monday Magic Mood Boost, and then next week here again to start Reka. Thank you all. Have a wonderful week. You're the best. Bye.